This is David Cole, and if you've ever heard Naomi Grace speak here on Solo Parents Life, you already know we don't sugarcoat the truth. We speak for the parents doing everything with half the help, half the sleep, and double the pressure. But we do it with faith, with grit, and with a kind of quiet courage the world rarely sees. Today, I want to speak to the fathers, especially the solo dads out there, the ones raising daughters and sons, balancing everything with no blueprint and barely any backup. I'm one of you. I'm a solo dad raising 2 children, a son and a daughter. And like you, I've had to figure it out one hard day at a time. You see, we live in a world where being a father is often reduced to financial support, but real fatherhood? It's deeper than money. It's spiritual, emotional. It's leadership by example. It's wiping away tears you don't always understand. It's finding the words to guide without yelling. It's showing up not just physically, but emotionally. And no, it doesn't come easy. Especially when the weight falls solely on you. There were nights I cried alone, and mornings I woke up with fear heavy on my chest. Fear of failing them, fear of not being enough, fear of repeating the very cycles I was trying to break. But here's what I've learned. Fear isn't a flaw. It's a sign that you love deeply, that you care enough to worry, enough to stay, enough to fight. Psalm 68. 5 calls God a father to the fatherless, a defender of widows. That verse, it reminds me that we're not doing this alone even when we feel alone. So let me talk about what it really means to lead your family when the world's not clapping for you. You don't get a standing ovation when you pack lunch, handle school runs, or calm a child during a breakdown. But each of those moments builds something: trust, identity, stability. And yes, it's hard when the bills are due, the fridge is light, and the energy is low. But still, you show up. You teach them discipline when you barely have the strength to hold the line. You offer laughter when you're nursing wounds nobody sees. Sometimes I think about creators like Eric Thomas, Shetty, and Ronald Banks brothers who've taken their pain and turned it into power. Not because they were born with clarity, but because they were willing to keep showing up. That's what you're doing too. You may not have 1 million subscribers watching you, but your kids are watching. Every day, every moment. And the seeds you're planting now in discipline, in love, in integrity, those will bloom. Let me be real with you. Sometimes you'll feel bitter, forgotten, tired. You'll compare your journey to others. But comparison is a thief. Stay in your lane. You're building something sacred, and sacred things take time. James Baldwin once said, "Children have never been very good at listening to their elders, but they have never failed to imitate them." So ask yourself, what are you showing them? Because fatherhood is not just about discipline, it's about direction. And sometimes the best direction you can give is just staying grounded in your truth. Here's what I want you to know in 2025. You are not behind, you're not disqualified. You're just walking a harder road, and that road builds warriors. When your child says, "Thanks, Dad," even just once, that's legacy. When they mimic your faith, your work ethic, your calm in chaos, that's legacy. When you raise a son who respects women and a daughter who respects herself, that's legacy. And you don't need to get it perfect. You just need to keep getting back up. So take this in. You are not just holding your family together, you are shaping the next generation of leaders. And that matters more than you'll ever know. You don't need the world's applause. You already have the only audience that truly counts, the ones who call you dad. Here on Solo Parents Life, we believe in doing the hard work that doesn't make headlines. We believe in love that leads, in struggle that strengthens, in vulnerability that doesn't weaken us, but connects us. So if today feels heavy, let it, and then move forward anyway. If you need a moment to cry, take it. That's strength, not failure. If you've made mistakes, own them, then grow. That's leadership. And if you feel alone, hear this. You are not. You are seen. You are needed. You are doing holy work. This is David Cole. You've heard from Naomi Grace. You've heard from me. And now it's time to hear from yourself. Trust your voice. Trust your heart. Trust your steps. This is Solo Parents Life, and we don't just raise kids, we raise kings. We raise queens. We raise a future that will thank us for standing strong, even when we were shaking. We don't have to be perfect, we just have to be present. And we're doing that one honest, faithful, fearless day at a time. I'm David Cole. Thanks for walking this road with us. We're not here to impress the world, we're here to raise the next one.